KSEE24 News begins with a forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox, and it was another hot one today. Hottest day so far this year. Temperature currently 95 in Fresno, Visalia 93, 91 in Porterville. A couple of more 95s for Hanford and also Lemoore. Throw Madera on that list, 91 in Merced. Skies are pretty clear. We got a couple of thin clouds, and that's about it. Tonight, mostly clear skies, and expect the temperatures to drop down into the 60s, 82 by 9 o'clock, midnight, 72 degrees. Tomorrow morning, Saturday, 66 degrees at 8 a.m. with some thin clouds and light winds. It'll be significantly cooler tomorrow, but still hot. Complete forecast coming up. KSEE24 News at 5 starts now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE24 News at 5.
If we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have luck at all.
An inferno incinerates a Fresno storage warehouse. Many today are stunned.
Local firefighters forced to take on two enemies, raging flames and temperatures soaring into the 90s. We'll have live team coverage of the Fresno warehouse inferno. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Bud Elliott.
And I'm Stephanie Berrugi, and we have team coverage of a developing news story in Fresno. Fire crews are still on the scene of a warehouse fire on Clovis Avenue between McKinley and Olive. There were reports of explosions heard. The 3-alarm fire was reported before noon. Smoke was seen for blocks. Traffic was backed up on Clovis Avenue as crews battled the flames. KSEE24's A.J. Fox shows us how the heat affected the fire. Tony Body shows us how firefighters dealt with the heat. But first, Jack Heiberger is live at the scene to tell us about the firefighting efforts today. Jack.
Well, Stephanie, this was a fire that could have been so much worse. At its high point, there was ammunition exploding inside these warehouses, flames rolling out of the top, but fortunately, no injuries. Now, take a look. You can see what's left. There's not a whole lot. And as you're about to hear, there were some folks that lost a lot in this fire.
It just kept bellowing and bellowing.
As flames shot into the midday sky.
That's all I can think is I have bad luck.
Bad luck grew worse.
It hit another exposure, and that one took off.
2 warehouses on fire, over 70 firefighters on scene, and danger on all sides.
Some ammunition in there. It was popping.
Fire crews say the blaze started in a building divided into pods. Smoke started to rise just before 11:30.
Called my dad, said, hey, it's ours.
Inside were personal items, including Sean Hayden's RV.
All our memorabilia, all the stuff you can store, family, everything you can think of, is in there.
Fire crews called on ladder trucks, dousing the flames with water. Dark smoke grew white as firefighters brought the blaze under control.
It's not going to go anywhere. They have it surrounded, and they'll be here for a little bit mopping up.
For Hayden, it's a day he'll never forget when his good fortune went up in smoke.
If we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have luck at all.
Now, Hayden trying to take all this in stride. He tells us he lost about $500,000 in this blaze. He also tells us this is a Daryl's mini storage that is yet to be confirmed by the Fresno Fire Department. Also tonight, the cause of this fire remains under investigation. Live in Fresno, Jack Heiberger, KSEE24, Local News and Matters.
We continue with team coverage of this fire. These are pictures sent to our Facebook page and our website, yourcentralvalley.com. You can see there was plenty of smoke, crews putting out the flames as well in this photograph. The heat made it hard for crews to battle this fire, of course. KSEE24's Tony Body is live in East Central Fresno tonight to tell us how crews managed in that heat. Tony.
Well, Bud, firefighters are well trained for operating in the heat, especially when it comes to working here in Fresno. But being used to the conditions still doesn't make the job any easier, especially when you consider that flames can cause a structure fire like this one to exceed 1,000 degrees. The trouble is, when firefighters step away, it is still hot outside. Temperatures were the hottest that they've been all year, rising into the upper 90s today. So crews had to make sure that they looked after their own personal safety by not getting dehydrated.
We have volunteers from CERT out here who are giving them water and snacks, and we're trying to keep them hydrated, and then they're rotating back into work.
Now, the good thing about this fire going to 3 alarms is that it put about 70 firefighters here on the scene. More people allows firefighters to rotate in and out in a quicker manner. The downside, of course, is that the fire was so big, everyone's help was desperately needed. So their breaks, well, they may not have lasted as long as they would have liked. Now, we're talking about dehydration. You out there should remember some of the important rules as the weather heats up. You're going to want to make sure that you drink water. That's your best friend. You want to avoid juice, any drinks that have alcohol or caffeine in them. And they also say that a good rule of thumb is to drink about 12 ounces of water for every 15 minutes that you're outside. Live in Southeast Fresno, Tony Body, KSEE24, local news that matters.
Thank you, Tony. And it was in the upper 90s today.
Sure was. A.J. Fox is our local weather authority. He says the heat was a factor in fighting that fire today. A.J.?
Yeah, you know that old saying, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. Well, today it was just the heat. Temperatures got up to 97 officially in Fresno. Currently, we're now starting to cool off for the day, but 95, still plenty hot out there. And that same 95 in Madera and Hanford, Visalia, you get the point. I have another graphic to show you, and this is a heat index, and this is how it will feel to your body. And they are the exact same numbers because the humidity is just not that high out there today. And therefore, the temperature, which got up to 97 in Fresno, that is the only thing that the firefighters were battling. The heat from the Mother Nature was only 97, the heat from the fire, of course. But there wasn't any additional humidity. And wind didn't even start to really come up around the valley until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then we got 20-mile-per-hour gusts in the valley. But that's a late afternoon breeze. Didn't seem like that was much of a factor in this warehouse fire either. We'll take a look at our weekend forecast, which is going to be significantly different. That's coming up in just a few minutes, Bud.
All right, AJ, thanks. Now stay with KSEE24 for continuing coverage of the warehouse fire. Send us any pictures of the fire that you might have. We'd love to use them on our webpage or on the air. Just log on to our website, yourcentralvalley.com, and go to the mobile journalist link.
Other news now. A CAL FIRE battalion chief accused of killing a woman may be hiding out here in the Central Valley, and tonight he's still on the loose. Investigators say 55-year-old Orville Fleming may be in the Fresno-Clovis area. He's suspected of killing 26-year-old Sarah Douglas. The two live together in Sacramento, and authorities say members of the woman's family found her body yesterday morning.
She died horrifically. She died violently, and she didn't have that coming. Nobody has that coming.
And investigators say Fleming is the only suspect in this murder.
The missing man from Mariposa has been found on a mountainside. 78-year-old Carl Siemsdorf spent close to 3 days wandering a remote area of the county. The Mariposa County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team found him about 11 o'clock this morning. They tell us a helicopter then hoisted him off the mountain. Siemsdorf has Alzheimer's disease. Medics treated him at the scene, but no immediate update on his condition.
Well, thankfully they found him.
They did find him this morning about 11 o'clock.
Great news. Many people are gearing up to do a little spring cleaning.
Coming up on KSEE24 tonight, where you can take your old television sets or computers or what have you, and it won't cost you a thing.
Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by the Allergy Institute and Dr. Amaminian. It is going to be in the high range and then dropping into the medium range this weekend and early next week. Oak, sycamore, and privet, the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as KSEE24 News continues.
This is KSEE24 News at 5 with Bud Elliott, Stephanie Perugian, and weather with A.J. Fox. KSEE24, local news that matters. The Fulton Mall. A half-century ago, a pedestrian mall framed by successful businesses. But something went wrong.
Fulton Mall didn't fill downtown. That's a planning problem.
Monday on KSEE24 News, Community Matters. Stephanie Perugian revisits the mall as the road is set to reopen.
I'm hoping that it's going to be a little better than what we have now.
Are we creating a Fulton Folly? Monday at 6 on KSEE24. Local news that matters.
Among the stories we're working on for tonight's NBC Nightly News, bracing for a fire emergency that's expected to be so ferocious they're preparing at least to send in the Marines.
NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams tonight.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I've got some questions.
Of course you do, and I have the answers.
How much does it cost to talk to a lawyer today?
It's free. Just call me right now.
Well, all right then. What do I have to do?
Just call me, and no matter where you are, we'll come to you.
Can you pretty much take care of everything?
That's the answer you're looking for. Real results. Call me. It's just that easy.
Call 1-800-DUNION. DUNNION. Influentials Magazine and San Joaquin Valley College present the 4th annual Lake Cahuilla Trout Derby. Help celebrate National Safe Boating Week by fishing and winning over $60,000 in cash and prizes, like a new Ford F-150 truck, a Voyager pontoon boat, or $10,000 cash. Double your cash prizes this year by purchasing and wearing an official 2014 Trout Derby t-shirt. It's fishing fun for everyone, May 17th and 18th. Register now, LakeCahuillaTroutDerby.com.
For over 50 years, America's Tire has been the place where America saves on tires.
Of course that's a great deal. I know the real estate business, and all we have to do is take a little off the top.
Let's get to work. I've been selling homes a long time, and this is a great fit.
Using a part-time agent to buy or sell your home? Not so smart. Calling Gold Leaf Real Estate? Real smart. Our full-time agents have superior market knowledge. We're working faster, negotiating harder, getting you the best deal. Leave the part-time agents to what they're good at. Buying or selling? Gold Leaf Real Estate. Real smart.
Get KSEE24 News online at our new address, yourcentralvalley.com. Local stories that matter to you and your Weather Authority forecast every day. KSEE24 News is online at yourcentralvalley.com. Go to Dr. A.M. Aminian, Central California's leading expert on allergies and asthma. Now, A.J. Fox with your local Weather Authority forecast.
Gosh, we were scary close to 100 today.
Yeah. Closer than we ever wanted to be. Certainly for early May. What was it, 2006? Remember that? We had 1,100-degree days in May. That is still in my memory.
Oh. I see I blocked
You blocked it out, right? Yeah, you've repressed it.
Yes.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's a bad memory. But so far, that's not what we're going to have so far this May. At least we only got up to 97 officially, but we're currently at 95 in Fresno, Visalia 93, Porterville 91, same for Merced, Madera, Hanford, and Lemoore, all 95 degrees. I showed you this graphic a little while ago, and this is the heat index. And if you notice, they're all the same numbers, 95, 95, same numbers we saw a moment ago. Porterville also 91 degrees, and that means the humidity is not affecting the temperatures. So what you see is what you get, essentially, is what that means. A little bit of thin cloudiness moving across the North Valley right now, and that's really been part of our forecast throughout the day, part of our weather throughout the day, is that thin cloudiness. It didn't really keep us from getting warm. Not likely to change our temperature much tomorrow. What is going to happen is we're going to see a bit of a push of cool air and a little bit of cloudiness, thin cloudiness here and there according to Futurecast, and it's going to help with our temperatures, although I'm still calling tomorrow hot. 53 in Madera, 55 in Mendota, 54 Hanford, Visalia, Porterville 55, 39 in Sequoia National Park, a 50 for Oakhurst, a high there of 83, Fresno 91. But notice the rest of the valley, 87, 86 in Los Banos, 88 in Mendota, 89 in Hanford, Lemoore, and Porterville, Visalia 88 degrees. So coming in under 90 degrees, that's my point. And our air quality also starting to improve. Merced County getting into the moderate range. Much of the valley still unhealthy for sensitive groups. Tulare County on the valley floor anyway, still in the moderate range. Tonight, mostly clear skies, 60 the overnight low, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, I'm still calling it hot because 90 and above, and 91 would certainly qualify for that. So one more hot day, and then things start to change. And part of that change is coming in on Sunday with some stronger winds, and it's going to get cooler into early next week, significantly cooler. Remember, today's high 97, and we're going to drop all the way down to 75 degrees by Tuesday of next week. One of the bigger changes is going to be tomorrow, so from 97 to 91 for tomorrow. That's going to feel a lot different. And then down to 84 on Sunday. Every single day is going to feel significantly cooler until we bottom out on Tuesday. When the wind goes away, our temperatures start to climb back up. Regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com. You do want to go check those out. I'm in the process of uploading them right now, so they'll give me about 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes, okay.
And they'll be up and ready for you to look at. Any place you want to travel.
Okay, AJ, thanks. You know, you have the chance to get rid of your old electronic stuff tomorrow. Electronic Recyclers International is having another free recycle-a-thon. All sorts of television sets, outdated computers, even vacuum cleaners are being collected. The event is important because you are not allowed to throw electronics in the trash.
It's illegal to throw electronics in landfills in the state of California and now 19 other states across the country. So we've expanded across the country to facilitate that. And right out of Fresno, we've become the largest electronics recycler in the nation.
Sure, because we got the most electronic stuff to throw away. The Recycle-a-thon is tomorrow from 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. ERI is at 3243 Southeast Avenue in Fresno, which is kind of close to South Cherry and North. So we got all 3 of the 4 directions in that.
Okay.
Right.
They've gotten some of our old electronics.
Yeah.
Even from here at the station. We do have a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. All right, well, this could be a busy weekend in the Central Valley. There's plenty to do.
Coming up on KSEE24, a list of some family-friendly events in our High Five report. It's coming right up.
Buddy Check is partnering with Susan G. Komen Central Valley to bring you comprehensive information on breast cancer. Your own self-awareness can save your life. Remember to call your buddy. Buddy Check is proudly supported by these fine sponsors.
Fresno Dental Professionals. Doctors Grabe, Shapansky, Moss, Julian, and Aslan offer comprehensive dental care for adults and children. If you recognize the value of a great smile and appreciate the self-confidence that comes from feeling and looking your best, trust your smile to one of the most respected names in cosmetic and reconstructive dentistry, dental implants, and sleep apnea in the Central Valley. Rely on the Fresno Dental Professionals' 35-year reputation for providing compassionate care and extraordinary smiles for a lifetime. Call the Fresno Dental Professionals today.
I'm Sarah and I go to Connections Academy.
Connections Academy, a tuition-free online public school.
I've been swimming for 3 years and playing piano for 8. It works really well for me because I can continue with everything that I love and still be able to do well in my schoolwork. I like the teachers at Connections because they're really friendly and they really care about you. I can do the things that I love to do.
America's #1 RV dealer is now in Fresno, announcing the grand opening of Camping World of Fresno. Look no further for the best RV manufacturers, floor plans, and pricing in town.
With 3.99% financing available on select units.
Plus, buy an RV from us and gain access to our Good Sam Elite loyalty program.
Offering incentives valued at over $2,000.
Camping World of Fresno is your one-stop shopping location for RV sales, service, and accessories.
We have everything you'll ever need at Camping World.
Basketball billionaire bombshell. Next Insert Edition, Donald Sterling's love letters. Inside the 5-year affair he had with the other woman. Watch the next Insert Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE24.
Century 21 C. Watson Valley Home Showplace, Sunday morning at 8 on KSEE24.
Well, it's the weekend now, and it's a perfect weekend to enjoy music and cars and butterflies and comics.
So much to do. Karina Corral has a roundup of Valley activities in this week's High Five report.
Saturday is Free Comic Book Day. Participating comic book shops across North America and around the world are giving away free comic books to anyone who comes into their stores. Locally, you can expect folks to be lined up at Heroes Comics at 110 East Shaw to get their free comic book. Another Valley favorite, the Mariposa Butterfly Festival, is this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are full of festivities for the entire family, including the Butterfly Festival Parade on Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon. There will also be live entertainment, sidewalk chalk art, costume contests, and a free breakfast on Sunday. 1,000 butterflies will be released during the 3-day festival. Reedley is welcoming in spring with its annual street fair and car show. The 26th annual event includes a classic car show, carnival rides, crafts, food, beer garden, and live performances. It's Sunday from 10 to 4 on G Street. And in Merced, you can help celebrate the city's 125th birthday with a free concert. Grab a lawn chair, bring your appetite, and head down to Courthouse Park. Music will range from classic rock, blues, indie, folk, and more. There will also be picnic-style food and a beer garden. It is Saturday from 4 to 10 p.m. There are 2 productions underway at Children's Musical Theater Works, and your child just might be the star. Auditions for Willy Wonka and The Little Mermaid are being held this weekend. Kids ages 6 to 18 are welcome to try out. Willy Wonka auditions are Saturday at 10 and Sunday at 1. Little Mermaid tryouts are Saturday at 3 and Sunday at 4.
And that's just the beginning.
That's just the beginning. And then there's the electronic recyclers thing.
Well,
going
yeah.
on too. So,
That's always a lot of fun.
There's a lot of fun coming up this week.
All right. A South Valley boy lost a contest, but he still came out a winner.
Coming up on KSEE24, how a community banded together to help make a disabled boy's dream come true.
You know, Grocery Outlet has unbeatable prices.
Save up to 50%.
Did you know about the organic selection and the premium wine?
Keeping it real with premium grapes.
Did you know about the products from all over the world?
From the West Coast to the West Coast to somewhere else.
Did you know that Old El Paso burritos are buy one, get one free? Just $1 a package when you buy two.
At Grocery Outlet, bargain market.
I like talking in this voice. That sounds good.
Get Clausen Honda's Easy Credit Finance at ClausenHonda.com.
I can't believe these low prices. This is amazing.
Hey, Chad, Katie, look at this cool hat I found. This store's got everything.
I know. Katie, Tammy, and the rest of the family shop here all the time at Thrift Store and Cars. We practically live here.
You can make all kinds of unique outfits like this.
Or this.
Or this.
How'd you change so fast?
And you can find great things for your home here, too. Even toys.
Next, you're going to tell me you bought your car here.
Well, actually.
The Fresno Rescue Mission Thrift Store and Cars on Sierra, just east of Blackstone.
Among the stories we're working on for tonight's NBC Nightly News, bracing for a fire emergency that's expected to be so ferocious they're preparing at least to send in the Marines.
NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams tonight.
It's time to go green. All you have to do is bring your old unwanted electronics to the KSEE24 Recyclathon. It's that easy. Everything with a cord will be accepted. The KSEE24 Recyclathon is Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Electronic Recyclers International, 3243 Southeast Avenue in Fresno. Bring any hard drive and ERI will erase all sensitive information. For more information, visit yourcentralvalley.com. The KSEE24 Recyclathon this Saturday.
Anytime we're distracted from doing something as vital as driving down the road, it's going to be a big problem. All of us have busy lives. All of us have enough distractions. Don't make it worse. Being distracted is the last thing that you need. Texting and driving is dangerous. Parents, be a good role model for your kids.
Don't text. Don't talk. Keep your eyes forward. Brought to you by KSEE24, American Ambulance, Fresno Acura, and State Farm Insurance.
Fulton Folly, reopening the Mall Road, Monday at 6 on KSEE24.
Century 21 C. Watson Valley Home Showplace, Sunday morning at 8 on KSEE24.
In the South Valley, life's a little bit easier for a Visalia boy with cerebral palsy. A few months ago, his family entered a national contest to win a special needs bike, but they didn't win. But the community came together to make the donation for him.
KSEE24's Raquel Cervantes shows us tonight the cause that banded together for the neighborhood to make that come true.
He's pedaling on his own. Way to go, Victor!
The day a child learns to ride a bike is a milestone in most parents' lives. But for the parents of 13-year-old Victor Jaramillo, it's a life changer.
You like it, huh? Yay!
Victor, who has cerebral palsy and a seizure disorder, is dependent on a wheelchair to move around. Although his family lost a national contest earlier this year to win the adaptive special needs tricycle, the community came through to get him one anyway.
Oh, I could tell that he was ecstatic, and I had to kind of step away and compose myself a little bit.
Before this day, Andrea Bass hadn't met the family. She contributed to Victor's donation fund in memory of her nephew who had similar disabilities and passed away a few years ago. It's compassion like hers and that of others that is making it possible for Victor to enjoy activities the same way other children do.
I'm overwhelmed because he's able to be outside and play with the kids like all the other kids. If you could see, he's hearing the kids, and he knows he's a part of them.
The bike is adaptive and will grow with Victor. It's designed for him to use in physical therapy. With each push of the pedal, Victor's muscles will grow stronger.
He has bad nights where he can't sleep because of the pain in his legs, and this is going to help him. This is going to give him some kind of exercise in the evenings, maybe, before bedtime.
The family says they're grateful for this gift, and they know it will make a difference in Victor's life.
He's nonverbal, but his smile just, it just says it all.
Raquel Cervantes, KSEE24, local news that matters.
His smiles and his squeals. That was wonderful what they did for him.
Good.
Fantastic.
A race that pits cherries against bourbon.
Coming up on KSEE24, people are placing their bets in the Kentucky Derby. What some state lawmakers are wagering on the race.
Tonight,
I'm done running.
There's nothing more dangerous.
Shouldn't have done that.
Than a grim inferno.
She's gonna get herself killed.
NBC's Grimm. All new tonight, 9/8 Central.
There's something suspicious going on in this building. They're witches.
Witches.
They're after the baby. Please help me. Please help me.
It's a carnival of sweet treats at Rally's with our all-new funnel cake. Sweet, ooey gooey dough topped with powdered sugar. Mix it into a sundae or a tasty whole lotta. Real carnival taste that'll put a smile on your face. Rally's new funnel cake treats. Feast on.
Introducing Athenix Body Sculpting Institute. Athenix Microbody Contouring is a new, less invasive way to transform your body by gently removing unwanted fat from stubborn areas, using it to naturally enhance others. It all happens in a single visit without the downtime and risk of major surgery.
My experience was great, and the procedure was virtually painless.
I wanted to do it for myself.
Transform your body into a personal work of art. Call 1-888-58-SCULPT or visit athenixbody.com to learn more.
Need cash right now? Then turn to Cash Call. We can lend you thousands of dollars by tomorrow, and you can repay it in fixed monthly payments. Need cash now? Get cash now. Make the cash call at 866-590-CASH.
Of course that's a great deal. I know the real estate business, and all we have to do is take a little off the top.
Let's get to work. I've been selling homes a long time, and this is a great fit.
Using a part-time agent to buy or sell your home? Not so smart. Calling Gold Leaf Real Estate? Real smart. Our full-time agents have superior market knowledge. We're working faster, negotiating harder, getting you the best deal. Leave the part-time agents to what they're good at. Buying or selling? Gold Leaf Real Estate. Real smart.
Grab your golf clubs and join KSEE24 in the Fresno Chamber for the Swingo de Mayo Golf Tournament May 5th, featuring the 100K hole-in-one cash and card giveaway. For tickets, call the Chamber, 495-4800.
Century 21 C. Watson Valley Home Showplace, Sunday morning at 8 on KSEE24.
This is KSEE24 News at 5.
Tonight at 6, we continue our live team coverage of the big warehouse fire today. Learn how Fresno firefighters made sure the public was protected while crews were handling the huge blaze. It's all tonight at 6 on KSEE24, local news that matters. Churchill Downs is going to be the center of attention tomorrow.
That's right. That's because it's the Kentucky Derby. The favorites this year, California Chrome, Wicked Strong, and Danza. Now, California Chrome is our favorite. It's from the Central Valley. He was born and raised at Harris Farms in Coalinga. The race has sparked a little side betting between politicians in Kentucky and here in California. Senator Andy Vidak and Kentucky Representative David Osborne are pitting California-grown cherries from Vidak's farm against Woodford Reserve bourbon. The lieutenant governors of both states are also getting into the action. Gavin Newsom is putting up some California wine, while Jerry Abramson has bourbon on the line. Good. You can watch the Kentucky Derby at 1 o'clock our time right here on KSEE24. I thought everyone drank mint juleps.
Well, but they're
after the race.
Yeah, and they're made out of bourbon.
Oh.
Yeah, that's our news. We'll see you at 6.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the salted caramel shake, Kara.
Caramel for Kara. That makes sense.
And Janine for peanut butter.
I don't get it. Why?
Because she reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, Janine, who was nuts.
25 real ice cream shakes, all half price after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
I like this Honda CR-V.
We've got great deals during the Spring Into a Honda sales event.
Slow down, hotshot.
The CR-V has a rear-view camera, Bluetooth, Pandora compatibility, all standard.
Is that it?
And the CR-V is the most durable in its class.
Are those McPherson struts?
Indeed.
Nice work, Smith.
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
Hi, I'm Anthony Guido, the CEO at Hometown Buffet. We've been overwhelmed by your response to all of our changes and are thrilled to welcome so many new guests into our restaurants. Just look at all the incredible fresh-for-you choices available for your family. You can only get this kind of variety from us. With so much to choose from, I know you'll have a great meal, and I know you'll love the value as much as the food. So whether you're new to our family or one of our regulars, I want to invite you into Hometown Buffet. I guarantee you'll love it, or we'll make it right.
Get 3 years interest-free financing on brand-name mattress sets, plus get free delivery and Sleep Train's 100-day low-price guarantee. Sleep Train's interest-free for 3 event ends Sunday. Your ticket to a better night's sleep.
KSEE24 News is online at yourcentralvalley.com.
On the broadcast tonight, Firefighter. A new explosion of violence.